Hello, it's Technology Central here, and welcome to this Google Sheets tutorial on maths functions. In this tutorial, we're going to cover a wide range of different mathematical operations you can do in Google Sheets, starting from very basic operations up to some slightly more complex ones. So let's get started with some simple basic maths operations. To do some addition, you type equals, as you do with the start of all formulas, and then select each cell you want to add with a plus sign in between, like so. So to do 10 plus 20, we're doing A2 plus B2, so we end up with this formula. And then press enter. And the result will be displayed in this cell. For subtraction, we're going to do something very similar. You start off with an equals, as always. We're then going to select A, then we're going to put a minus sign, and then B. And press enter. And we've now done our subtraction. For division, we're going to do B divided by A, so we've got our 20. Now there's no divide sign on most keyboards, so instead, with Google Sheets, and the same goes for Excel, we use a // So this is what we use to represent division. We then select our second option and press enter. And as you can see, we've divided 20 by 10 to give us the 2. So now we're going to look at multiply. Again, we start with equals. We then select the first number that we want to multiply. We then insert the little asterisk, and then we select our second one. Make sure we use an asterisk for multiplication, as there's no multiply symbol on a keyboard, only the letter X. We then press enter, and we've done our multiplication. You can string more than one thing together in these functions. For example, if I wanted to multiply again by another 10, I could add a multiply and select A8, and that will work fine. Now let's move on to some slightly more complicated functions. If we want to find the integer value of a number, we can use the int function. This will take any number that we give it and return its integer value. So that means without any decimal places. To do that, we type equals int, and then we choose a value. In this case, it's A14. We close our brackets and press enter, and it's given us 10, which is the integer value of 10.2. We'll now find the absolute value of a number. This means that you'll get the positive amount of that number. So if it's negative 10.2, it'll give you 10.2. If you just had 10, it'll give you 10. So we can do that with equals abs, and then select the cell which contains our value. In this case, it's A17, and close our bracket. And as you can see, it's giving us 10.2. Next, we're going to look at logarithms. If we want to do log to the base 10, we can use log 10. This will give us logarithm to the base 10. We can then select this value here. That's the number we want to find the log of, and then press enter. And as you can see, we've got very close to 1, which is what we'd expect if we had a 10 here. We can also find the logarithm to a specific base. To do that, we type equals log, and then we can open brackets. We choose the value here, and then we put a comma. By default, this will be base 10, but we can specify the base here. Let's go with base 2. And we've now got the logarithm to the base 2 of 10.2. We can also find the exponential of a number. So to do that, we type equals exp, and then we select the number we want to find the exponential of. In some mathematical notation, this will be represented as e to the power of this number. Finally, we're going to look at some trigonometry, so sine and cos. We're going to do equals sine to find the number, the value of a number. Now this angle is given in radians. If you've got your value in radians, that's fine. However, if you don't, we'll need the radians function to convert it from degrees to radians. To do that, we type radians, and then specify our angle in degrees. and then close our brackets like so. And the sine is 90 will give us 1. The same goes for cos. If I do the same equals cos this time, again we're going to need to convert to radians here, and then give it the angle. We get the cos of 180 degrees is -1. When working in radians, you're often going to want to work in terms of pi. There is a way of using the value of pi in your expressions. For example, if I want to actually do the cos of pi by 2, you can use the pi function to get the value of pi. And remember, because it's a function in Google Sheets, you're going to need the brackets after it. And then I can divide it by 2 to get the value of cos of pi by 2. You can now press enter, and we'll see that the cos of pi by 2 is 0. So this has found us the value of pi correctly. That's everything we wanted to show you in this tutorial. We hope you found it useful. We've got several other tutorials on Google Sheets on our channel, so make sure you go and check them out. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye.